Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to our 10 days, 10 skills challenge. In this series, inshallah, every day we're going to be teaching our children a new skill to survive in the real world out there and be more confident and independent and less reliant on us. There are only 3 rules. Number 1, keep it doable, but challenging for your child. If your child has already mastered one skill, then take it up a notch. That is the challenge. They should be learning something new and mastering a new skill, inshallah. However, keep it doable. So don't make it too hard for them. If you find that they're struggling, then make it simpler. Second rule is to have lots of fun and mistakes. Take it lightly. If you are stressed, your child will start associating negative feelings with the task, and it will be harder for them to master it. So take a deep breath, introduce the skill when you're relaxed and have had some rest, so that you're able to delight in their tiny hands struggling to get it right. It's very important to expect mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen, messes are going to happen, because they are learning a new skill, and it only gets better with patience and doing it enough times. Number 3, no pressure, no perfection. We're not going to expect perfection. It should look like a kid's work. I am very excited to see all the pictures you post in the group. Once you complete the challenge, send under this video or on our WhatsApp group. And I'm excited to see all the faceless pictures you post in the group, inshallah. That is it. I'm going to be giving you a lot of simple options to try with your children. You can pick one and try it. However, you can choose to do something entirely different and post a picture of that too. It counts as well, because the idea is to teach them the skill no matter how you do it. These recipes are just ideas or suggestions. Another thing is, we want our children to independently make those recipes. Just in case we were not available or we were not able to attend to them, we are nearby attending to an infant, they should be able to make this all by themselves without any help from us, eventually, inshallah. Let's dive in. The number 1 recipe is butter and toast. To increase the nutritional value, you can get brown bread. However, it is most delicious if it's done on white bread with salted butter. It doesn't have much protein. Nutritionally speaking, it doesn't have much protein. And I prefer breakfast with proteins. However, it's not bad for kids, considering they need a lot of energy. And this gives them a boost. The first time I had it was in the breakfast menu in the hospital after I gave birth. Obviously, I needed more calories. And let me tell you, I didn't think much of it, as I've never had it before in my life. Once I had it in the hospital, the crunchy bread with moist butter on top, I fell in love. It was delicious. Teach your children that the toaster is hot. It gets hot on the inside, so teach them how to safely operate it, how to safely take the bread out without burning their fingers. Another thing I like to tell my younger kids is that they don't use the toaster if it's not plugged in, because I don't want them to work with electricity just yet. Once the hot bread touches some butter, the butter starts melting. Ideally, it should be at the room temperature anyway, and they're good to go with a cup of milk. Now, it's a good idea if you have a small pitcher of milk in your fridge, accessible for kids, or a kid-size milk carton, where they can access the milk by themselves and pour it in a glass. Their glasses and plates should be accessible too, inshallah. So that is it. It's simple. 2+ can do it with supervision. However, 4+ can do it without any supervision, inshallah. Now, let's take it up a notch. This one includes some cooking. Some fire is involved. Unless you have an electric stove, which I think is safer for kids. Anyway, starting from age 7, you can introduce some light cooking. And it is so easy. Scramble some eggs with a pinch of salt per egg, then fry them in the pan and serve it with some toasts. Now, the thing is, ladies, your children need to do it enough times in front of you, safely execute it before you allow them to do it independently when you're not there. That they've mastered the safety aspect of it. And if you've got the fire stove, then you need to talk about the fire safety. La qadr Allah, la samah Allah, if the fire happens, for whatever reason something catches fire, what are they supposed to do with it immediately? They're supposed to duck it in the sink, for example, or if their clothes catch fire. So this should be talked about anyway, more so if they're in the kitchen. And the next recipe is very simple. 3+ can do it independently, inshallah. It is cereals, and the type I like is called muesli because it's all natural, doesn't have any sweeteners in it except raisins, and my kids love it. But you can make a few cereals available for them, like Weetabix. Weetabix doesn't contain any sugars either. Or you can get cornflakes and things like that. And Weetabix doesn't have any sweeteners at all. So for that, I found that having a squeezable honey available for your children is very good. And teach them how much to squeeze. It's just a teeny bit on top of each Weetabix. Or if there's cornflakes or whatever, just a tiny squeeze, just a teeny bit, and pour some milk on top. And they're ready to go. The next recipe is Greek yogurt and granola. Very simple, very easy. Greek yogurt has more protein content in it, so I love it for kids. And also, it's much creamier and tastier. So the kids should be able to access Greek yogurt from their fridge, put it in a bowl, put some granola clusters on it. You can get unsweetened granola clusters. And I have the one with dark chocolate in it. Granola clusters. It blends beautifully with yogurt, the crunchiness of granola with the creaminess and smoothness of yogurt. It goes so well. And for added nutrition and added sweetness, you can add some fruits on top like banana or blueberries. Next recipe is for smoothies. Now, if you have blender plugged in on your countertop, then this recipe is good. However, we need to teach children to never touch the blade and how to safely operate the blender. For some blenders are harder and some are very easy. Some only require like a touch of button, like a specific button. You just press it a few times, a few pulses, and the smoothie is ready. And I know some people who love smoothies as a meal replacement. But for it to be a meal replacement, it needs to have carbs, proteins, and fats. But these are some simple smoothies to get your kids started. Just in case they're starving, this will hold them for some time. Now, the first smoothie is Greek yogurt berries smoothie. And the recipe is here. 1 cup of berries, any type of berries, strawberry, blueberry, whatever. I don't really like raspberries that much because it's got seeds in it. But some kids love it, so whatever works. And half banana or a squeeze of honey for some sweetness. 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt and 1/2 cup of milk. You blended them all and you've got your smoothie. Another recipe is for banana peanut butter smoothie. But this one, just 1 banana, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and 1 cup of milk. Blend them together. And it's ready to fill their tummies. Lastly, sandwiches. Here are some simple sandwich recipes, but you can jazz them up according to your child's age and ability. So the first sandwich is peanut butter and banana. However, you can equally do peanut butter and honey or peanut butter and jam, which I will need to master some knife skills. And initially it's going to be very messy. However, they will eventually get it right. And for this, you only need a butter knife. It's very easy to cut bananas with butter knife and scoop peanut butter out with butter knife and apply it. And they're ready to eat it. The next sandwich is cheese sandwich. Any cheese works. Philadelphia, cheese squares, shredded cheese, cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, whatever cheese. And if your child finds it too easy, you can teach them to combine it with other stuff. For example, with cheese, some spinach can be added for additional nutrition, or some tomatoes or olives. The next sandwich is avocado and egg. Now, I love this one because it's got the carbs, the fat, and the protein. So it's a nutritionally complete meal. It involves some cooking. So your child should be at that skill level. And probably initially, the avocado needs to be cut open for them. And if they end up loving this kind of sandwich, you could have some avocado readily available in the fridge for them, already cut open and in the Ziploc bag. So they can get it out and scoop it with a spoon and crumble it, put some salt and pepper on top, and just put it on their toast. It can be eaten without the egg as well, just to eliminate the cooking aspect of it. Without the cooking aspect, a 4-year-old can easily do it, inshallah. And the last sandwich is egg and toast. A child fries an egg, puts it on the toast, folds it, and eats it. As simple as that. For some added flavor, if you want to take it up a notch, you can add some cheese on it, some toast on it, some halal pepperoni or whatever is available in your area. It can be stacked up in the sandwich and enjoyed. Another thing is boiled eggs. Very simple. Put egg in the water, bring it to boil, and then simmer it for a fully done egg, 9 to 10 minutes on the timer. And your hard-boiled egg is ready. Enjoy it with a pinch of salt, or mush it up with some avocado and put it on the toast. Another very simple recipe is pita bread pizza. For that, get rounded pita bread, put some tomato sauce on top, or some mashed up tomato, keep some spices. But I love to have some tomato sauce available in my fridge. So some tomato sauce, and top it up with whatever is available, like olives or tuna or whatever they like. And then top it up with some cheese. Now this could be put in the oven or in the microwave, 1 or 1.5 minutes until the cheese is melted. And the pizza is ready to eat. It's better in the oven because it turns out crispy and the cheese gets red on the top, so it looks delicious. However, the kids then need to know how to operate the oven, so they'd have to be older and much more capable. All the best, mothers! I can't wait to see what you end up doing with your child. Assalamu alaikum.